Helping people change can be a difficult task, especially when the behavior you're trying to influence is a long-standing habit. In some organizations, dysfunctional behavior has been around for decades and becomes the way we do things here. The first step in helping others behave differently is to figure out how you've unknowingly arranged things to make bad behavior impossible to change. There are 6 sources of influence that will help you see why the current behavior is inevitable. Once you see these clearly, you'll be empowered to begin dismantling the ineffective world as it currently exists. When your vision improves, so does your influence. One reason we fail when trying to influence others is because we completely misunderstand why people are resisting change. We tell ourselves that others won't change because of some character flaw. They're lazy, selfish, evil, stupid, and so on. When we believe this is true, we do one of 2 things. We either give up or we attempt to motivate them with bribes or threats. For example, I once worked in a manufacturing facility where a fellow had cut his hand. When I asked the executives what occurred, they explained that he had removed a safety device. I thought to myself, why would a person act against their own self-interest in this way? Later that week, I found myself seated across the table from a fellow who had a bandage on his hand. When I asked him what happened, sure enough, he was the guy who had removed the device. Why would you remove a safety device, I asked him, and he explained, well, if I removed the device, I could finish earlier. The device slowed him down. Well, why did you want to finish earlier? Well, if I finish earlier, then I can go play cards with my friends. Ah, so you like playing cards? No, but my friends want me to fill out the foursome, and if I don't play with them, if I don't finish early, well, they give me a bad time. So there it was. He didn't remove the device because he was acting against his self-interest. There was a policy that allowed him to do so. That was he could go play cards, and he had peer pressure that forced him to do that. So an important thing to keep in mind is that people's behavior is influenced by 6 sources: values, skills, teamwork, support, incentives, and environment. If you try to pile on incentives when people lack skills, you'll fail. And if you try to tap into their values when the environment is pulling against them, you'll find them discouraged and even cynical. If you put them through training when they just don't care, you'll waste your time. You need to examine all 6 sources of influence. Remember this when dealing with someone whose behavior you're trying to change. Before you try to boost his or her performance with lectures or company mugs and medals, find out where the real source of the problem lies and go from there.